everyone. This is Julie with Weight Watchers with Julie and Readysetstamp. I am back at home right now. What a whirlwind this past week has been, you guys. It has just been like, I've never in my life been under that kind of pressure or stress, and it took a toll on me. I initially lost my voice, and I thought that I lost my voice because I had like 30 calls a day from, I don't know if you guys probably don't know this, but my mom has 8 brothers and sisters. So there's a lot. And so they're calling me for updates, and I'm losing my voice as I'm talking to them, thinking that that's what it was. So then, what was I going to say? I just proceeded to get sicker and sicker and sicker down there until one day on Wednesday, I just couldn't even get out of bed. I was just a wreck because I was coughing so hard that I threw my sciatic nerve out. And then when I coughed so hard, I started then feeling something deep inside my lungs, like I was starting to get sick. So I went in, and the doctor's like, yeah, you're on the start of bronchitis. You're under a tremendous amount of stress. You're exhausted because you're not sleeping because you're coughing so hard. So he put me on a Z-Pack to get better. So yesterday was my last day of that. So I definitely feel a lot better than I did. My voice still isn't 100% back to where it was. I still feel like so incredibly exhausted, I think, just from all the emotional stuff. So Monday, Mom went in. She had her brain surgery. She did pretty well with that. She came out and she recognized us all, because initially she thought my brother was her ex-husband, because that was pushing on her brain and it was affecting her. So when she came out, she recognized him right away. But then the next day, she was not doing good. She was grabbing her head and just saying, I'm in so much pain. And I'm sure that's because of the swelling. And I was disappointed. None of the nurses reported that to the doctor, because, I mean, that would require, okay, you should go in for another MRI if something like that is happening. And my mom has a very high pain tolerance, so for her to say she's at a level 9 in her pain, that would probably be someone else's 15. So I told the doctor. He immediately ordered an MRI. He scolded the nurses, and it's just like, you let me know these things. She had brain surgery. Like, this is a big deal. So, she was in, she lives in Laguna Woods, so she was at Saddleback Memorial. And according to that, it's like one of the top 50 hospitals, I think, in all of America. So she was in a really good hospital with an amazing neurosurgeon. And so anyway, we found out, we were trying to get her in acute care down there. Oh, I didn't tell you this. She lost 50% of her eyesight, and it's permanent due to the tumor that was on her brain and where they did surgery. They thought that she would lose just her peripheral vision, but she lost more than that. So we're just praying that maybe that will come back within 6 months. It's possible. So, because she's been up and down. She went down to 25% she lost all vision in her left eye, and then that came back. So it's been a roller coaster of a ride that we've been on. So she tried to get into acute care, which basically, when you lose your vision like that, you lose your depth perception. And so, like, when I was handing her cell phone, she couldn't grasp it. She couldn't figure out how to dial the numbers. So anyway, there's a lot that she needs to relearn. We can't let her be alone. She can't cut any vegetables. She can slice her fingers off because her judgment's off on where they are. So it's just been crazy. So she's staying with my sister right now. Well, let me go back. So we tried to get her into acute care down there. And acute care would mean they're going to retrain her how to step, how to do steps, how to grab things, how to slice things, just the normal day-to-day activities. Well, because her insurance is up here in Washington State, they denied her coverage down there, because they're like, well, she's able to walk on her, not on her own, but walk with very little assistance, which that is true. But they didn't have her doing stairs or anything like that. So, and every time she walks, she gets intense head pressure because blood rushes to your brain. So, the only option we had was to fly her back with us on Saturday, and she just had brain surgery on Monday. So we got the clearance from all the doctors to do that. I was very nervous because, yes, the plane cabin is pressurized. However, you know, when you take flights, your legs can swell up. There's women that have a hard time conceiving that are stewardesses that fly a lot. So I'm just like, I know this wasn't going to be easy. So, but we made it, and she was very nauseous the entire flight. And I was like, please, Lord Jesus, don't let her throw up. Please don't let her throw up. Because then that puts pressure on your brain when you throw up. So I'm like, please, please, Lord. She didn't throw up. Thank you, Jesus, for that. And we got her to my sister's house. My aunt is taking her to a doctor's appointment today because I had to get back to work. I've been I shouldn't say I've been out of work. I've actually been working remotely full time this whole time while I've been down there because my boss had a vacation scheduled. But on Wednesday, when I've never in my life hit a roadblock like that to where I just couldn't even get out of bed. I was so exhausted. So I called my boss and I said, I am so sorry to ask you this. And he could hear my voice. I literally was like, I am so sorry to ask you this. It was bad. But I just said, I just can't. I can't. And I said, I need to get to the doctor. I need medication. And he's like, Julie, don't even think twice about it. He's like, we weren't doing much today anyway. We'll just stay close and we'll take care of it. So he covered me all day Wednesday. That was so nice. And then I was back to work again Thursday and Friday. So that worked out really well. But yeah, it has been a roller coaster of a ride. And I know the doctor said this surgery is the easy part. And he said now it's going to be the hard part. Because now, she needs radiation for her brain cancer. And then we got to start chemo for her lung cancer. She needs to go into acute care. There's just so much going on. And then my sister, my mom, and her sister, which is my aunt, all want to go in and rent a home together so that my sister and aunt can help take care of her. And of course I can too, because a lot of times I can be working from home. So it is amazing though how God has opened every single door and how these opportunities just kept going. Like, we were able to get her into a doctor the first Monday she was here because she came in on Saturday. And I just pray that she's able to get referred to acute care so that she can get in there and kind of learn how to do some things on her own right away. But here's the amazing part. I woke up Sunday morning and I went outside to check the mail. And when I walk up to go check the mail, it's 3 houses up from where I am. There's a for rent sign on a home that just went up for rent in my neighborhood. And my sister's like, we need the house. We need the house. Because I'll be able to just walk over and help, which is so incredible. So I hope and pray. The big thing is we need to find out if this home has a room on the bottom floor because it's within the price range that they need. So if you guys would please pray with me that my mom finds acute care, she finds a good oncologist, and also that home opens up and does have at least one room on the bottom floor because my mom can't do stairs. So just please be in prayer with me that there is one room on the bottom floor for my mom. Oh, I'd be so grateful, so thankful. And if it doesn't happen, then it's just not meant to be, but I pray that it is because I'd be so happy to have my mom right 3 doors down, 3 doors up from me, I should say. So that's my update that I have for you guys for now. I should know more later on today of exactly what's going on with the doctors and all that other stuff. So that'll be good. Hopefully that she gets into some acute care right away. Because once she gets into acute care, she'll learn to be a little more self-sufficient. Because right now, my sister and I both work full-time, and so does my aunt. So my aunt took off today to be with her. And so we really need some acute care right away so that she can learn how to go potty on her own, because right now everything is assisted, and she can her vision is doubled. So she was telling me, well, I see your toes down there at the edge of my hospital bed, Julie, but I also see them on top of your brother's head. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So it's a lot. They told her for the meantime, just go like this. and look in one eye and then switch it over, and so you're strengthening both eyes at the same time, and so they can learn how to retrain her eyes. They said they'll get better, but right now it's just all just new to her, and she's, you know, opening up her eyes and everything looks so strange, but it will get better. So I ask you just to please be in prayer with me on this, and so I just wanted to get you an update as to what's going on. I'm headed to work today, and I just pray for a light load. I just want a light load so I can just get it done, and that would be great. So yeah, I just wanted to update you. I just want to thank you all so much for your kind words, for your prayers. We have people praying all over the world, and when I'm not kidding. There's people in Jamaica, there's people in Spain, there's a friend of mine that's doing missionary work in 2 different locations, 2 different friends that are doing missionary work for their churches, and they all have their churches praying for my mom. It's just been such an outpouring of love and support that I just had no idea that it would reach that far, but I feel so blessed and so grateful. So just thank you everyone so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for praying for my mom and for our family, and yeah, just thank you. So I will touch base with you guys later when I find out more about what's going on, what I find out from the doctors. All right, take care guys. Bye-bye.